What's up, YouTube pipe community? Hamish McDowell here. Long time no see. Hope you're all doing well. It's only been about 10 months. Got to be quick because I don't know how long my phone will last. Hope everyone's been doing well. Haven't made videos, obviously, for a while. Been busy. That and seems like every time I go to record something, my phone, which is my main recording device, tells me that it's out of space, out of data. Not data, just out of space, all the time. So, it's a big time hindrance. But coming at you today with my 2016 top 5 pipe tobaccos, and along with that, 2 biggest disappointments of 2016. All of these can be found on my blog site, cedarboxcigarreviews.wordpress.com. So let me say that again, cedarboxcigarreviews.wordpress.com is where I blog both cigar reviews and pipe tobacco reviews, but these will be listed on there with a little more detail. All right, but no further ado. Let's move into this. Not smoking any of these tobaccos right now. Actually, I'm smoking a Cobb, Missouri Meerschaum, and in it I'm smoking some Captain Black Copper. First time I've ever had this, so it's kind of a pop the pouch kind of review with this stuff. It's okay, it's not bad. It's certainly Captain Black, but I've had worse. So, let's get moving. Let's start with the 2 biggest disappointments of 2016. The first one comes probably as no surprise to anybody. This hit the market and it was gone really quick, and then it was recalled really quickly. So the first biggest disappointment of 2016 is the Cornell and Deal Small Batch Series Carolina Red Flake. Bought 2 tins of this year. Opened one immediately when I got them. Smoked from the tin. Tobacco was great. It was bready, creamy, grassy. I really enjoyed it. About a couple weeks later, was on Pipes Magazine, the forum, and someone said something about mold issues. I saw a thread. Sure enough. Went back to the tin. I hadn't jarred it yet, and started digging through it, and I found some mold spores in my tin, which was very disheartening. Now, I do believe Cornell and Deal is trying to make things right, and trying to kill the spore outbreak. GLPs may be experiencing the same thing. Yada yada yada. You can send your tins back if they're sealed, and they will replace them. This is still a sealed tin. I chose not to send it back. This may be an absolute moldy mess in here, and I'm not sure. But in, I don't know, 10 years, we'll find out what happens. If it's moldy inside or if it turned out to be great and I'm the only human being in the world who still has a tin. But it was quite a disappointment to see any time something like that happens. You're looking forward to a tobacco, and actually, upon smoking the tobacco, you thoroughly enjoy it, and then it turns out to be a flop or a bummer. So, but that's my number 1 disappointment for 2016. Second disappointment for 2016. Some of you are going to say, Hamish, you've lost your mind, buddy. You've been gone a while, now you're crazy. But, you know, this just didn't hit the mark with me. I actually opened my first tin of this year, and it's from 2013. So it does have 2 to 3 years of age on it. But that's the Capstan Blue, the Flake. I know a lot of people really enjoyed this tobacco. But I popped my first tin of this original Navy cut this year, and I just didn't care for it. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. Smoked a couple bowls of it, even tried a Cobb, tried a couple different briars, bigger bowl, wider bowl, fatter bowl, smaller bowl. Couldn't ever get it to meet my palate where I needed it to. So, it was kind of just a disappointment. Not to say that won't change in the future, and that's the beauty of this this grand art, is that we have taste and we have palates that change consistently. Some tobaccos that I first started out with that I hated, I love now. So hopefully it will change. But for this year, for me personally, 2016, Capstan Flake was a disappointment. That's real light. All right. These are in order from 5 to 1. So we're going to start with tobacco number 5. This appeared, and I'm not one of those guys that's like, you can only pick tobaccos that came out on the market this year, and you can't pick something that's ever been on a list before. Bull honky. If you like it and you like it the year, and then the next year, pick it. Keep picking it if it's a good tobacco. This didn't make my list last year, just because I didn't smoke a whole lot of it. But I revisited it this year, and realized why I loved it. In fact, in 2014, maybe, it was, I think, my #1 tobacco of the year, and that is Simmons Black. If you're looking for a great crossover blend between, and it's listed as an aromatic, but it does have Latakia in it. If you're looking for a great crossover blend, please hit that up. It is a little bit pricey, but you do get 3.5 ounces or 100 grams of it for like $23 or so. But number 5 on my list is Simmons. Number 4, coming to redeem themselves, actually, and I have not found any problems in any of these tins yet, so keep our fingers crossed. But that would be Cornell and Deal's Bijou. I've really just taken a liking to this tobacco. Now, you're supposed to, according to their seller series, if that's part of it, and it's supposed to like age them for 10, 15, 20 years, and that's their peak when they're great. This stuff's great right now. I haven't had any problems out of it. Again, I get bready notes in it. There's grass. It's fresh. There's dough. The room note on it's fabulous. It has a little bit of an end kick, not terrible, but if you need to pick me up, Bijou is my number 4 of the year, and I think you should give it a shot. Number 3 is another new one this year. I picked up a tin of this actually in November. Smoked through it in the holiday. Just got done with it. Just ordered another tin, and that's why you're going to see the jar because I just jarred it. I've fallen in love with this stuff. It's a fabulous, fabulous bring back from GLPs. It's Drucker and Sons Inns of Court. This is what I would classify as a light Latakia. It is an English mixture, an English blend, but it's one that you could smoke all day, and it's not so, as my wife would call, stinky and overpowering that it's a nuisance to her or anybody else. And it tastes great. Taste great. That's very important. Inns of Court. Tobacco number 2. Found a tin of this at not in my local, but a tobacconist here in northern Kentucky, and picked up a tin, popped it open, and I obviously found out what all the hype was about back in January, February of this year, and that's Germain's Special Latakia Flake. If you can find this stuff, it's excellent. It's absolutely fabulous. I love this tobacco. The only problem is it's in short supply. It's similar to Esoterica's blends, Penzance, Stonehaven, things like that. Germain's Special Latakia Flake, Brown Flake, they're all in kind of short sleeve. So, but it's a great, great tobacco. Smoky, campfire, full flavored, full body. It is certainly a special occasion kind of tobacco, and I'm so glad I had the opportunity to smoke it this year. I've smoked probably more than I needed to, but I do keep having to come upon tins, and when I find them, I try to snatch them up. Not hoarding, just snatch a couple up because I smoke it up. And then my number 1 tobacco for 2016. This stuff's fabulous. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I've smoked the hell out of this tobacco this year, and that's going to be Dunhill Flake. Dunhill Flake is going to be Hamish McDowell's 2016 number 1 tobacco. It's funny because I went back to my 2015 list just to kind of look it over, and Dunhill was also number 1 last year. Dunhill Flake, it's fresh. It's grassy. There's hay notes. There's cream. There's a little bit of pepper. It's complex, but yet simplistic on the palate. If that makes no sense, but it's just a true joy. It was just a true joy to smoke this past year. I've dedicated a single Stanwell Golden Danish Bulldog to smoking just that blend, and so whenever I dedicate a single pipe to a single blend, you know you got something special. Dunhill's really putting out great tobaccos. They've put out some some new ones on the market just this past month or back in November. I picked up a couple tins, going to smoke them this upcoming year to see how they fare or how they do. I know there's already a lot of rave online about them, but Dunhill Flake's going to take my #1 spot this year. All right, 2017. Hope everybody has a very successful, great 2017. Good seeing everybody. For everyone who subbed me this past 10 months, even though you're like, this guy's not making videos, I'm still here. Thank you for those subs. I hope everybody, again, is doing well. I plan to make more videos in 2017, but we'll just have to see how schedule and life goes. So, again, wishing everyone the best. Great success in the upcoming year. And until next time, we'll see you on down the road. Cheers.